Welcome to your community. This is your hometown. This is Walton Entertainment. This is where you can hear from the community and those making a difference. We explore topics, local festivals, arts and entertainment, and local news. For this program and much more, visit us online at yourlocalstream.com. That's yourlocalstream.com.
So again, On Stage's production of Matilda the Musical going on July 15th through July 31st. Tickets are on sale at Carmichael's Drug here in Monroe and online at onstagewalton.org. Thanks.
Thank you for watching. This is Dina Huff, the Executive Director for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Youth. And I would just like to say I hope you all are enjoying this very hot summer that we're experiencing. And I do hope that you're finding some place to stay cool and stay safe. We would like to invite you to attend our collaborative meetings. Our collaborative meetings are called Walton County Collaborative Meetings, and the reason for that is it's for the county. These meetings are open for anyone who would like to attend. If you have a business or organization that serves families and children, and you would like to get the word out to others in the community, we invite you to join us for these meetings. And let me just give you some dates and times of our next meetings. We do take the month of July off due to vacations and different schedules, but we will have our next meeting August 16th at Church at the Grove in Social Circle. And those meetings are at 8 a.m. And Church at the Grove is behind the old Blue Willow the Blue Willow restaurant, and it's in that little shopping area. And then in September, on September 20th, our meeting will be held at the Loganville American Legion, Post 233. And again, that meeting is at 8 a.m. We also provide a Zoom option for our meetings for those who may have restrictions leaving their office, or they're out of town and may want to join our meetings. So we will have a Zoom option. So if you're interested in attending our meetings, hearing what we have going on here at the partnership, and hearing about what others have going on, because we allow our partners to share what they the events and things that they have going on, and we do minutes for these meetings and send those out. We do a sign-in sheet, so all are welcome to attend, and I do invite you to that next meeting August 16th. And if you have any questions, whether you might want to come to that meeting or if it would be something that you're not interested in, always feel free to give me a call on my direct line, which is 770-207-3175. And I would like to add that we do have an online resource directory, and we would like for all of our organizations, business, churches, civic organizations to enter their information on that resource for that resource guide, because this is for the citizens, businesses, everyone in Walton County can utilize this resource guide. So you can go to find that online at www.resource.directory. So again, any questions on anything that I've shared this morning, please feel free to give me a call on my direct line, and it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Hey there, my name's Michelle Patrick, and I'm the new 4-H agent here in Walton County. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with our BB team that they just went to Daisy Nationals in Arkansas, and I have a few questions for them. But first I wanted to just present myself and let you know that with our 4-H program we have clubs, camps, and we go into the classrooms in our community and offer programming related to the 4 H's, which are head, hands, heart, and health. So I'm thrilled to be here, and if you have any questions for us, feel free to contact our office. But without further ado, I would like to speak with our BB team because they have just gotten back this week from Nationals in Arkansas with a first place win. One of my questions for one of our competitors here, Sydney, is I would like to know, what does it even feel like to be at Nationals?
It feels really great. It's a really great atmosphere. There's a lot of good teams, and you can make a lot of new friends. And there was about 300 shooters and 55 teams. And really, you just have to think of it as like any other match, because if you don't, then you'll get nervous and you might not shoot as good as you normally do.
Okay. And so earlier we were talking, and actually I asked the girls, how do you even prepare for a competition like this? And what are some of the things that you told me that you do to prepare for competition?
We don't eat sugar the day before or the day that we shoot.
Crazy. Amazing. I'm impressed. I have a sweet tooth. So for Madison, I'd like to know, what does it take to be good at BB?
You really just have to be focused and let yourself know that you can do it, and your teammates are always going to pick you up. And you also, if you put the work in, you're going to receive something.
Okay. And do you feel like describing a little bit what that work is like? How do you even prepare?
You just know that whatever you do, that you know how to do it, and just to not worry about it, and just keep on going. And you said that you guys have to study a lot and practice a good bit too. We studied a lot for the test, because the test is 20% of your score, and we knew that we could do the shooting part, but it was just the test that we had to work hard for.
Okay, amazing. And then I guess one other thing that I would like to mention is that there are 4 positions that the students shoot in. There's prone, sitting, standing, and kneeling. So they have to practice all 4 of those and take a test. And like Madison said, every category is worth 20 points, or 20%. 20%. So our kids went in well prepared, and they had incredible coaching. They worked all year to be able to do this. And as Sydney mentioned earlier, there were over 300 or about 300 shooters there and 55 teams. These are the best in the country. And right here in Walton, we won first place. So I'm thrilled about that. And we can thank our coaches for this and their preparation and time. So I'd like to go to Coach Jamie and ask you, why do you think it's even beneficial for families to join BB and be a part of this?
It is beneficial for families who are part of our team. Not only are they families, but our BB team is a family. We work hard together all year long. One of the greatest benefits we give families is that our parents are their kids' coaches on the line. They work with their child day in and day out, week after week. We shoot for an hour, they go to class for an hour. And for 1 hour, twice a week, we have parents and their child working hard together for a common goal. And in today's society, you don't usually get a whole hour with no distractions with your kid. And to be able to have that time together to work for something just builds your relationship with them to an amazing level. It's what I say helped my relationship with my kids, and I love to see it happen with other families in our community.
Wonderful, thank you. So my question for Coach Adam is, I want to know, what are some of the opportunities that are available with shooting sports for other Walton County youth? If you could expand on that, please.
All right. In Walton County, there are several shooting teams. We've got a BB team, obviously. We've got a shotgun team, and we've got an air rifle team. I've been working with the BB team since 2016. It starts from grades 4th through 9th, and we travel all over the state to shoot, all the way from Carrollton all the way down to Wilkes County. So it's a great program to be involved with. We'd love to have more shooters come in, and that's about it.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And for anyone in the community that's interested in 4-H and shooting sports and camps, clubs, or our classroom programming, and also our homeschool club, which will be starting up in September, feel free to call our office. Our UGA extension number is 770-267-1324. And again, my name is Michelle Patrick, and I look forward to working with you all.
2022 Daisy National Champions.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful, the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. First off, to get started, I really wanted to just thank everybody that comes out and uses our facility. The place has grown and grown and grown over the years. And you know, we're checking our numbers for the month of June, and we were up close to 2,400 cars across our scales for the month of June. And that's really about triple the amount of cars that we had around 10 years ago coming in monthly. And those are pretty much the average numbers for every month these days. So we're really excited about how much things have grown here. And again, a big thank you to everybody that comes out and uses our facility. And keep on coming. Want you to know that we're trying to stay on top of all the things going on in the recycling world to make sure we're recycling all the things that can be recycled. And you know, we're going to stay on top of that, and you know, hopefully there's new things, new programs we can put in place as time goes forward. So again, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate all the business you've given us, and we hope you have a wonderful experience here. Going forward, we're kind of starting to get full speed ahead on our Rivers Alive event for this year. We've got a lot of volunteers that's already confirmed for the Rivers Alive event. We're going to hold the Rivers Alive event this year on Saturday, October 22nd. We are kind of opening it back up to anyone that's interested in volunteering, and we have all sorts of groups that volunteer for this event. We have school groups, scout groups, church groups, other civic organizations generally volunteer for this. It's a wonderful cleanup. So if you're interested, looking for volunteer opportunities, give us a call here, 770-267-1421. You know, you can ask to speak to Kenny, and I'd be happy to tell you more about the event, about Rivers Alive, and help you get started, you know, finding a place you might want to clean up. So that is kind of what we have going on. Just a reminder here about a few things that you've probably heard me say 1,000 times. We are limited on the amount of construction debris we can take presently. There used to be no limitations on that, and no matter, you know, how much lumber or whatnot that you had, it was okay to bring down here, and that's really not the case anymore. The landfill that our stuff goes to off our transfer pad has started turning our trucks around if too much of the load has the construction debris in it. So, you know, if you come down here and you have a piece or two of wood, you know, we're not going to stop you from throwing those away. Those are okay. But if you're coming down here with a majority of wood or construction waste or anything like that, we are going to have to send you to a C&D landfill, and you know, we really hate for people to have to drive all the way down here and us turn them around. You know, it doesn't make you happy, and we don't like doing it. So trying to get that message out as best we can. And again, the same goes for yard waste. Yard waste needs to go to an inert landfill. We have several in our county. Be happy to direct you to the nearest one to you. But we still get, you know, at least several loads a day that come in that we have to turn around, and you know, we really wish we didn't have to do that, but there's really nothing we can do about it. So give us a call. We can help you find the places you need to go to for all of those purposes. And like I always do, if you've never been out to our center, don't know much about us, don't know what we accept here, what you can recycle here, give us a call. Again, that number is 770-267-1421. Or you can always just hop in the car and ride out and see us if you're nearby. We could walk you through. That seems to be a lot easier to kind of do the walkthrough, show you exactly what we do and don't take. We can get you a brochure to take back home with you as a reminder of what we do and don't take. and what you need to do with some of your items. So come out here and see us. Let us show you what we do. Let us help you get started recycling and tending to some of your trash disposal needs. You know, we take a lot of the things that won't fit in your garbage cans at home, some of the larger items. This is a perfect place to bring those type things. So come out and see us. Give us a call if you need anything, have any questions on recycling or any other environmental questions. Really, we'd be happy to help you out, answer questions, or direct you to someone that can answer any of those questions. So until next time, take care.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peggy Jones, and I'm an intern with the Master Gardener Volunteer Program. And today we have the pleasure to be at the Blueberry Orchard, which is part of the Social Circle Theater here in Social Circle. This blueberry orchard was part of the Duncan Farm about 30 to 40 years ago, and then it was purchased by the Standridges, and they donated the land to the Social Circle, and then the Social Circle uses it as a U-Pick blueberry orchard, and they raise funds for their camps. And we have the director of the Social Circle who will tell you more information about that later. I am going to be talking with Jerry Ford, and she is one of our master gardeners with the Extension program here in Walton County. And she's going to tell you a little bit about this blueberry orchard and what we have done as master gardeners. So I'm going to turn it over to Jerry Ford, and she'll tell you about the blueberry orchard.
Hello. All across Georgia, there are blueberry orchards and plantings that are neglected and old. And what can you do with them? Old rabbit-eyed blueberry bushes can grow up to 10 to 12 foot tall, and they can become hard to pick. The berries are small to medium, and they're hard to get to, and they're covered in invasive trees and vines and weeds. So what do you do? Well, if the bushes themselves are healthy and they're fruiting, you can renewal prune them down, and this will make way for new and productive canes and a better possibility for a good fruit yield.
When's the best time to do the pruning for the blueberry bushes?
It's best to do this pruning in early, mid-March to early April.
And how did the Master Gardeners of Walton County get involved?
In the spring of 2019, the Master Gardeners, under the leadership of Gerald Larson, who is a retired extension agent for from Fort Valley State University, his passion is renewal pruning and grafting of fruit trees. So we came together and started the renewal pruning project.
And you said 3 rows were chosen for the first project.
Yes.
What was the process that y'all did?
Well, in the process, first things we do is we have 2 yardsticks, and you put these yardsticks down through the crown of the bush that you're going to renewal prune. All the canes outside of this 36-inch diameter get cut out. And then you come in and you weed out all the invasive trees and the vines and the weeds. When all that is cleared, then you cut the remaining canes in this 36-inch circumference. We cut them down. The first trial was 2 to 4 inches. So we had 3 rows, about 24 bushes that were cut down to the ground. And we were a bit anxious and nervous, and so was the board of the Social Circle Theater. But within a month, they started sprouting, and they grew and grew.
So what are you talked about renewal pruning. What are the advantages of renewal pruning? Just to help them grow, and you only lose 1 season of fruit?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me back up and tell you a couple more things about growing the fruit trees.
Okay.
Once we cut them down and they started sprouting and growing, well, they'll grow up to, when they grew up to about 2 foot, Then we went back in to our area, and we had all these sprouting growing up. Then you select 10 healthy, well-spaced canes, and you cut everything else out. So then you have to maintain those. So the first season, we had to do bi-weekly maintenance to keep all the other sprouts and suckers out and to take care of those 10 fragile canes. Toward the end of the season, we cut back more, and we went from 10 canes down to 6 or 7. And that gives more energy for the plants to grow and produce bigger, better fruit. And that's the reason for that.
And what were the results the first summer that you had, you said?
So the first summer, they just grew wonderfully. And by October, they were all 6 foot tall.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And they had set sufficient flower buds for good fruiting the next year.
Okay. So those are the advantages of renewal pruning, is that you get new bushes without losing too many seasons.
Yes. The best thing about renewal pruning is that you only lose one season. The next year, we pruned them down to the ground in 2019. In 2020, we had the production exceeded our wishes. They were big and beautiful, and the bushes were producing 5 to 15 pints each.
Wow.
From the ones we cut down.
Wow.
And some of them were the size of a quarter.
Wow. Now, did you lose any of the bushes?
We did not.
Wow.
Every bush that was cut down to the ground and that we stressed over came back big and beautiful and huge.
Oh, that's awesome. How about, did you try any different heights?
We did. After cutting those to the ground, we wanted to do a good trial run. So we cut some of the others at 36 inches, 26 inches, and 18 inches. And now Mr. Larson and the Master Gardeners concluded that even though the first ones we cut down to 2 to 4 inches came back just beautiful and robust and productive, it was very labor and time intensive to keep all of those sprouts.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
We concluded that cutting them down to the 18-inch pruning size was the best, and then keeping them pruned to 10 and then 6 to 8 canes.
So even in my own home garden, that's a good thing to go for, is 18 inches.
18 inches if you're renewal pruning.
If you're doing renewal
pruning.
Okay.
And then keep, in your home garden, keep them 6 to 8 canes, not
these
20.
huge bushes. Okay.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned something about fruit tree grafting. Tell us about that.
Yes. The Master Gardeners and Mr. Larson, we had 3 classes on fruit tree pruning, grafting. We chose 3 Bradford pear trees, which are invasive, and we cut them down to 2 foot. On each one, we grafted scions from 2 different kinds of pear trees. You can graft an early ripening pear to a late ripening pear on the same tree, and that will extend and expand your fruiting season.
Oh, wow. And what varieties did you use here at the orchard?
Here at the orchard, we have Gold Crisp, Monterey, Maxine, Kiefer, Harrow Sweet, and one more. What is that one?
Turnbull?
Turnbull.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All the trees that we grafted are doing great. All of the different types of grafts are growing. They're doing great. And this year, in 2022, on the Gold Crisp branches, we had 6 pairs to develop.
Oh, how
already.
Exciting. That's exciting.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, and that
well,
is...
you have done a lot of work here as a master gardener and keeping up this beautiful orchard.
Yes.
And I'm going to turn it over to Tara, who's the director of the Social Circle Theater, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the Social Circle Theater.
Thank you. We want to say a big thank you to Mr. Lawson and the UGA Extension and the Master Gardeners for all the hard work they've done and the help that they have provided with making the blueberry orchard beautiful and revitalizing it. We do receive donations for blueberries, which help fund our children's programs. That is mostly what we do throughout the year. Is we have children's programs from August until May. We produce shows with them that do live theater, ages 4 to 18. We also have community theater productions that we put on throughout the years. That's a audition process that anyone in the community is available to come to. So we are happy to be able to be supported by this blueberry orchard in that way too. So we thank you, and we welcome you to come anytime. Pick your blueberries.
And there's still you can pick blueberries, and there's a little honor thing you can put your money in, and Tara comes out and checks it every day and finds lots of money. And we're just excited to help cultivate Walton from the ground up. So visit our website at www.waltonmastergardeners.com. Go to our Facebook site, go to our Instagram, and especially come to the farmers market on Saturdays. We're there from 9 to 1, and we're always there to answer your questions. We love to hear about your plants. We love to see what's growing in your garden. Jerry might be out there this Saturday, so she can tell you more about the blueberries and everything that we do. So come visit our orchard here at the Blueberry Orchard at Social Circle by the Social Circle Theater. Pick your blueberries. There's still a few left. The birds might be fighting you over them, but there's still a few. And thank you so much for letting us talk to you today. Oh, I know. Now, do you need to have those picked today?
Hi, welcome to Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. We do hope you'll come in to see us. It is hot, and so humid and kind of miserable outside. We are nice and cool in here with lots of beautiful things to look at that will be soothing to your emotions, to your soul, to your body with the heat outside, and it's nice and cool in here. So we do hope you'll come in and see the shop. We've got over 70 artists in our shop year-round. That's a thing that we always have, and everything in the shop by our local artists is made here locally by our members. I'd say 75-80% of our members live here in Walton County. We do have a scattered few that are outside of our county, like Conyers, Covington, Gwinnett, Athens, Watkinsville, those areas. But most of the artists are right here in Walton County. So when you do shop here and shop in our artist market gift shop, you're directly supporting local artists. So do come in and look at the shop. The show, by the time you see this, the Tiny Art Show will be over. It has been a fabulous show for us. We've sold over 60 works through the Tiny Art Show, which I think is a record for us. It's been a really successful thing. I think we'll do it again next year. The works were affordable. I myself, I bought a piece by an artist that I think was only $45, and when she's in our shows and does her big paintings, her paintings are several $100s. So the nice thing about the Tiny Art Show is that we still have some great art in here by some really fabulous artists, and yet it's very, very affordable. So look forward to that. Probably we'll do that again next year. The show that will be here by the time you see this will be installing the Monroe Museum show, which is kind of a new thing for us. We'll be collaborating with them, and they will be setting up an art and history show, overflow from the museum. They have so many pieces there, and so many educational and interesting history pieces, portraiture, landscapes, just really interesting pieces that they're bringing over to share with us. And it's an exhibit. Nothing will be for sale, so you'll just come in and look at the history. They'll have tags and explanations, and it'll be an educational thing too. It'll be really a lovely show. They do such a great job at the museum, and they're bringing it over here. So that will be here in July and August, and then in September we will have the regional juried art show. And if you're interested in information about that, you can get it online, or you can come in and get the application guidelines for the regional art show. Our website again is monroewaltonarts.org. You can see all of our classes on there. I think in July we had around 40 classes, kind of low, but we don't do all the after-school programs and things that we do through the school year. Usually most months we have around 60 to 70 events and classes. Our Saturday soiree will be July 23rd. We will have at least our pottery project. I know will be a fairy door, super cute. You make it and then you'll set it up kind of up against a tree or something out in your garden. I'm not sure what other workshops we'll have, but that will be July 23rd. So come see us, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks.
Hey, I'm Isaac over at Reboot, giving you the Reboot Tech Tip. Just want to talk a little bit about lightning and electronics. When there's a lightning storm around, we'll get lots of phone calls the next day about stuff being blown up. Network's not working, I don't have internet, just all that kind of stuff. I will say, in my experience anyway, absolutely nothing stops lightning. If it wants to come in your house, it's coming in. I will say there's a couple things that lightning loves for whatever reason, but lightning loves networking equipment. It'll come in like on your line from the city of Monroe. I'm not talking about the power, I'm talking about the cable line or the Comcast line or the Windstream line, whatever it may be. It'll come in on that, it'll run through the modem. It might blow up the modem, it might blow up the computer, it might blow up your router, all that stuff. So, you know, the safest thing to do no matter what is if there's a lightning storm, go ahead and unplug your equipment. You know, unplug the computer, unplug the router. I mean, just all your internet-based stuff, because again, I don't know why, but lightning loves networking equipment, it loves internet equipment, it loves computers. I mean, we see blown out ports on computers. It'll leave the whole computer fine, but the little networking port on the computer, it'll blow out. Stuff like that can be fixed. Obviously, replace equipment, or you know, USB devices can be installed to kind of help with stuff like that. But there's nothing that I'm aware of that will stop lightning. We've had an experience with a guy that tried to stop it, I think, with an electrician installing some stuff, but I haven't heard any success on anything. So again, the safest thing to do is just unplug your equipment so it doesn't come in on your networking lines and stuff like that. But anyway, that's it for today. Isaac giving you the Reboot Tech Tip.
Hello friends, my name is Mark Hamlis. I'm with Onstage Community Theater here in Monroe. We are gearing up for our musical Matilda, which goes up next Friday, July 15th. Then goes all the way through to the end of July, July 31st. Tickets are at Carmichael's Drug and online at onstagewalton.org. And make sure to register for 2 free tickets here at the event as well. First up, we have Olive. Come on up, Olive. Olive is helping us out today. She actually plays Lavender in the musical, but is going to be singing a Matilda song today, and she's going to be singing Naughty.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet, 'twas written in the stars before they even met. That love in fate and a touch of stupidity Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like a little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And when it's not right, you have to put it right. Platinum bond hair dye, extra strong, keep out of reach for children. Oil of violets hair tonic for men. Yep. In the slip of a boat, there's a tiny revolt. The seed of a wall in the creak of the floorboard. A storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest mite packs the mightiest sting every day. Start with the tick of a clock, all it stinks. Start with the click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story, you want to get out. You don't have to cry, you don't have to shout, 'cause if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And when it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Next up, joining Olive, will come on up, darling. Will be Dylan and Maya and Alita and Dakota, Becca, and Paula.
And Paula?
And they'll be singing Revolting Children.
Whoa! Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will the choky door slam. Never again will I be bullied. Never again will I doubt it when my mama said I'm a miracle. Never again we live behind walls. Never again will we know that we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done, and we'll have a church for revolting.
do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.